Jason says, so Owen and Flex, you both obviously want a change of manager, and rightly so. But who would your replacement be? And please don't say that's not my job to find one. I'll be honest, and this is the bit because you do need solutions when you are saying there's a problem. I get it. I can say, listen, I'm not paid the big bucks to find, the manager. That's their job. I get what you're saying, Jason. I'll be honest, and I'm just gonna be completely real about this. I've been so angry at the fact that we're still here with the manager and what's going on. I haven't really been able to pivot properly and nail down what I tell you what we need to do is get him. He's the guy. I don't know, Jason. I don't know. If I'm chucking some names out there, you look at Glasner, he plays the same system. It is different at QPR versus Man United, of course.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. Sorry, did I say Bournemouth?
You said QPR.
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 Do you know why they were?
No, you didn't even know what you said as well.
I didn't even know what I said. That's how.
Did I say Bournemouth?
Bro. And QPR is probably at the back of my head somewhere because on DR yesterday there was like, oh, if you didn't support Man United, what team would you? And I went, well, I was born in northwest London, so closest pro team is QPR. Anyway, Glasner at Crystal Palace is a different. All of the managers that I'm saying we kind of think are attractive there, and Iriola at Bournemouth, it's different at them clubs. They're all going to be a punt. So I like those managers. I'm not so sure on Nuno. I'm not. No, sure
I don't think. I think he's a bit maybe too pragmatic for what the fan base would be willing to tolerate. Yeah. I think with that, and also look, he did have a go at Spurs in the end. It didn't work out for him there. I think if it was me, I'd be looking at Glasner because also I do think he's there for the taking with all that's been going on at Palace. We'd have to probably pay a pretty penny to probably get him out of his contract. But Bayern were after him when they were doing their big search before they got company, and Glasner because he'd just gone to Palace at the time. It was like no. So yeah, Glasner, Iriola, they'd be the ones. I mean, Lilio kind of says it there in the chat. This is also part of it. Of we say pragmatic. I think initially we'd just take wins, wouldn't we? We would just take wins.
You would,
right? When Ruud was interim, I know it was again only 4 games. God, can you imagine 4 games and not losing? It was only 4 games, but because we were winning most of those games, we kind of took it. It was like, oh, this isn't very good football, but it's all right. It's a win. So for a short period of time, I think we'd take pragmatic, but I think for the long term, we'd be a bit no. So yeah. I'd look at Glasner or Iriola. That would be good. But
none of them at this stage fill me with. There's no one where I'm like, yeah, get in 100%.
But I think we need to get our minds out of that because when all of that was going on with Ten Hag and we were being linked to people like Thomas Frank, we were turning our nose up at that, weren't we?
Exactly.
Going, no, Thomas Frank at Man United. No, he's from Brentford.
No way. Yeah,
and now we see him doing all right at Spurs, and I think we have to open our minds to it might be someone that we don't necessarily think is all that, but we've tried so many different things.
I'm less attached to that. Who
knows? Now. Yeah,
I'm less attached to big this, that, and the other. Some people I want a big name only, someone who can handle this, how big this is. But what does that even mean anymore? Chris says it took 4 years to get a trophy. It took 4 years to win a trophy and 7 for the league.